This is No Tooth Disc Golf. I'm here at the lovely looking, windy Northridge Church disc golf course. Now, I've only played this course a couple times. I came here for a league one time to try it out, and I absolutely love this course. So today I'm going to be playing the long. The other cool thing about this course is there is a lot of alternate pins. The pins are always changing, so it feels like a newer course. Every time you come and play, there's always a different hole that you can play. Hole 1, we got 280, it's a par 3. Pretty much just straight ahead. There's a row of trees that you want to get around, and then the basket is right behind it. We're just going to go hyzer with the zone, and we're going to see if we can just get up there for a birdie. Two off the top of the first. So I'm going to be throwing this new AB foil zone. Just going to try and pump something on hyzer here. It's inside, but that's okay. We'll play for a par. My audio cut out, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover. I just pitched up from the fairway, made my putt for a 3, and we took our par onto hole 2. Hole 2 was 340, tunnel shot. I tried throwing a buzz, good line, gave it a little too much height, and it ended up hitting a branch. So we ended up pitching up, threw my approach shot, actually ended up hitting the pole for a 3. Tapped in for our 3 on that hole. 3 was 280. I decided to go on the right side with the cap wrap. Went a little inside, ended up hitting a tree, so I ended up putting up, and I hit the pole again. We ended up tapping in for another par. Hole 4, we had 285. I decided to go this wide route. Went a little inside with my cap wrap. As you can see, the leaves are super pretty, sky's nice. We ended up trying to make a putt, and we ended up hitting the base of the pole for another tap in. Hole 5, first par 4, 485. Just throwing my Zeus out on this left side, end up hitting a tree, getting a kick to the left. So we end up trying to play for our scramble birdie, and I end up hitting the first tree. And now we're just stuck trying to play for a par. So you can't see me, but I throw my zone, and we get right up there to the basket for our par putt. Hole 6 was 590, another par 4. I end up throwing the Zeus again. Turns over because it's super windy today. Really nice view. We got the clouds in the background and then the basket perched on a hill. I end up pitching my zone up to the basket. There is hazard to the right of the hole. As you can see, I point that out right there. That all plays as hazard. Yeah, we have about 15 feet for our birdie. Just got to make sure that we get our angles right, make sure we're taking our time on these putts so we can get our stroke. And so I'm putting my Luna right here, and we end up drilling the putt. Hole 7, we got 225. It's an island green. Just trying to put something out wide, and the wind just kind of beats that disc down. It's more of a stall angle, and I end up actually missing the island. We end up doing a little walk and talk here on the way to this island green, talking about how there's a bunch of OB on the outside of the basket, and there is a drop zone that I end up having to go to. As you can see, the disc was just outside the inbounds, right next to the basket. We ended up having to go to the drop zone to make a putt, save our par, and we end up drilling it for the par. Hole 8 was 295, OB everywhere. Just trying to get it over those branches, and I end up throwing OB on that left side. As you can see, it's surrounded by OB stakes. We just happen to miss left, and now I'm trying to make another putt from the drop zone to save par. Nice elevated basket, nice defined drop zone. We're trying to feel this putt out, see if we can get up and down for a par. It is a risky putt because there is OB everywhere behind the basket. I end up missing my putt for the par, and we end up making the comebacker for a bogey to put us back at even. Hole 9 was 610. There's a very defined fairway. You want to try and hit it and get as far down the fairway as possible. So I'm trying to go big hyzer with my Nuke OS. I'm trying to avoid going left of that big tree in the fairway, as you can see here. And then I end up throwing the big hyzer. which I end up throwing a great shot. Even with the wind, that Nuke OS is just going to beat against the wind with the stability. And as you can see, we end up getting pretty far up the fairway. I want to say that's the 150 marker in front of me. I want to crash the zone down on the left side so I have a nice easy putt for my birdie. I get real close, about 8 to 10 feet, and I'm able to convert for the birdie. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.